It was a quiet evening at the famous Le Gourmet restaurant in the heart of the city. The soft hum of conversation, the clinking of glasses, and the aroma of fine cuisine filled the air. But beneath the elegance, something sinister was brewing. Detective Clara Hayes, known for her sharp mind and unshakable calm, sat at a corner table, observing the room. She wasn't there for the food, she was there to solve a murder. The victim was Victor Moreau, the head chef of Le Gourmet. He had been found dead in the kitchen just an hour before the dinner service. The cause of death: poison. The killer had laced his signature dish, the duck l'orange, with a deadly dose of cyanide. The restaurant was in chaos, and the police had sealed off the scene. But Clara had been called in by the restaurant owner, who feared the scandal would ruin his business. Clara began her investigation by interviewing the staff. The first person she spoke to was Marie, the sous chef. Marie was visibly shaken, her hands trembling as she spoke. Victor was a perfectionist, she said. He was hard to work with, but he was a genius in the kitchen. I can't believe someone would do this to him. Next, Clara spoke to Pierre, the maitre d'. He was calm and composed, but his eyes darted nervously as he answered her questions. Victor had many enemies, Pierre admitted. He was ruthless in the kitchen and didn't care who he stepped on to get ahead. But murder? That's unthinkable. As Clara continued her investigation, she discovered that Victor had been involved in a heated argument with the restaurant owner, Monsieur Dupont, earlier that day. Dupont claimed it was about the menu, but Clara sensed there was more to it. She also learned that Victor had been having an affair with one of the waitresses, Isabelle, who was now in tears, insisting she had nothing to do with his death. The kitchen staff revealed that Victor had been working on a new recipe, one he kept secret from everyone. He had been especially protective of it, locking it in his personal cabinet. Clara decided to search the cabinet and found a notebook filled with recipes. But one page stood out: a recipe for duck l'orange, with a note scribbled in the margin: too risky. Must eliminate. Clara's mind raced. Was Victor planning to poison someone? Or was he the target all along? She examined the kitchen and noticed a small vial hidden behind a stack of pans. It contained traces of cyanide. The killer had been clever, but not clever enough. As she pieced together the clues, Clara realized the key to the mystery lay in the relationships between the staff. Victor's ruthless behavior had created enemies, but only one person had both the motive and the opportunity to kill him. It was Marie, the sous chef. She had been working under Victor for years, always in his shadow. She had the skills to recreate his signature dish and access to the kitchen. But what was her motive? Clara confronted Marie in the cold storage room, where the chef had been preparing the duck. "You killed him, didn't you?" Clara asked, her voice steady. Marie's face turned pale, and she broke down in tears. "He stole my recipe," she confessed. "The duck l'orange was mine. He took credit for it and threatened to ruin my career if I ever spoke up. I couldn't let him get away with it." Clara nodded, her expression grim. "I understand why you did it, but murder is never the answer." She placed Marie under arrest, and the restaurant fell silent as the police led her away. As Clara left Le Gourmet, she couldn't help but feel a pang of sadness. The world of fine dining was cutthroat, but it didn't have to end in bloodshed. Another mystery solved, but at what cost? She walked into the night, ready for whatever case came next.